Friday, everyone. I'm ANNBIRCHARD. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today we are going to make this really pretty peony card, and there is 0 stamping. So here is with cardstock. This is the one we're going to make, but then I also made it in vellum. These would make beautiful wedding cards, birthday, Mother's Day cards. So let's make a card. We're going to start off with Whisper White. I cut it at 5.5, scored it at 4 1/4. Give it a little press. And I'm going to be using the new die and cut machine, the die and emboss machine from Stampin' Up. And I love it because look at this. When I'm ready to put it away, it folds up nicely. So now I only need storage for this big and not this big. It's great. The other thing is, it's wonderful about it, it's proof. There are instructions of how to make the sandwiches for thin dies, embossing folders, and 3D embossing folders. Today we're going to be using a 3D embossing folder. It's called the Ornate Floral 3D. And to build this sandwich, we need number 1, I need cardstock and my embossing folder. And the trick is, when you see the logo Stampin' Up, that's the upside. So it's going to emboss this way. Place this in the folder. Put it on number 1. Put plate number 4 on top. And crank it through. Sorry for the wiggles. And we're done with the embossing. Isn't that pretty? What a great texture. So let me set this aside. Now I'm putting it up here, so if I can't find it, yell at me. Second step, we are going to cut out the petals and the leaves and the little stamen. So again, we need the platform number 1. We need number 2 for the dies. A number 3 on the bottom, I'll use this one. And then here are the die sets that we're going to use. Now it's very intimidating when you get this, but it's okay. You can do that. There are 4 for the flower. Let me get my cardstock. I'm using Blushing Bride, and you need just 4. This one, this one, this guy, and this one. Just 4. And to me, these 3 actually, they kind of have this cupcake shape to it, and that's how I remember this is the building one. So I probably messed up somebody with that analogy. Sorry. You'll have to come up with something so you can remember, or even mark. So let's go ahead and cut these 4 out. Send it through. Again, sorry for the wiggles. That popping noise is perfectly okay. Get it out. And I'm going to set the dies aside. I'm going to set the petals aside. Now remind me where it is. I'm going to put it over here with the cardstock. Now we're going to work on the leaves. And actually, we can work on the stamen as well. So I have basic black, I have granny apple green, and I have old olive. So on the black, we'll place the stamen. On the leaves, there are 3 leaves and 3 matching shadows. So I want the lightest in the leaves themselves, 1, 2, and 3. And then for the shadows, I'll put those on the dark. Now if you look, this is all that's left of the dies. A pretty edge border, couple leaves. This cuts out the stamp, this cuts out the stamp, and this cuts out the stamp. So these we won't be using for this card, but I'm sure I'll make another card for you later on. So let me place this aside. Let's make sure that all of these are lined up and I'm not wasting paper. And there is also a magnetic plate that goes with the cut and emboss machine. And that is on my shopping list for my next order. So again, sorry for the wiggles. Crank it through. Use your muscles. And we're done. All right. Let's set everything aside. Grab all the dies. We don't need to lose those little pieces. Place this aside. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And we are done with the machine. We'll set this aside. All right, let's build a card. Hey, look, I remembered where I put everything. I'm going to start with the flowers. And I'm going to use a sponge dauber and blushing bride. And I'm going to highlight the petals. It's going to give it a little bit more dimension. And really pop off your project. There we go. Couple more. I'm not too concerned about this back piece because it's going to be covered up, and I'll show you how that's going to work. Do you have to do this? No, but I like it. And a little bit here in the front. Okay, set that aside. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat so I can get glue on it and not care. Close this up because I'm going to put my finger in it if I don't. And I'm going to grab my Tombow Mono glue and I'm going to start off, let me set these all straight. Start off with the smallest one. You're going to insert it into the next biggest one. Careful it doesn't get caught. Yep, I got caught. Here we go. Slide it all the way down. And the bottom is going to line up. See that curve? Those line up. And all you need to do, little dab of glue and squish. I like using the glue because it gives me time to manipulate. There we go. All right. We're going to grab the second biggest one. Again, slide it in. Got caught. Slide it in, line up the bottoms, that curve, add a drop of glue. Remember, it doesn't have to be hurricane proof, just 7-year-old proof. Line it up. Look at that. See how easy this is? And then the last one, again, slide it in, line up the curves here on the bottom. Add a dab of glue. Sorry if my head's in the way. And press. That's it. That's it. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's grab the stamen. Give it a little glue. Slide it in. There we go. Oh, done. Let's set that aside. Let's work on the leaves. Here are the bases. And then I have 3 pieces. So I want to line them up first so I know who the partners are. I think this guy gets flipped. Nope. Right there. And like that. Okay. So a little dab will do ya. Oops. Again, this is why I like the liquid glue, and it's gonna dry, so you can't see it. Okay, there's one. Come on. It's a new bottle. My daughter's kindergarten teacher told them, ... not a lot. Line that up. And once you do this, just after once, you're an expert. It's so easy to line this up. Now, if you think it's not working, start flipping them around, the die cuts around, because it will fit. Okay, wipe off some of the glue, set this aside. Set it aside, not fling it aside. I'll clean that up. And then for the background, ugh, I got glue on me. I'm going to use the Stampin Seal, and all I'm going to do is 2 swipes of the glue, because I'm going to create a puddle of ribbon. It's a technical term, puddle. So it's just poking out from underneath. There you go. I think one more little loop this way. I think that's good. Snip that off. And now, oh, it's stuck all over. Some more glue. And that's my daughter in the background. There's one. Almost done, almost done. I like using the glue as well because I can tuck some of the embellishments underneath others. Let's see, let's put this over here. And the last one. I think I tucked that guy in backwards. I sure did. Good thing it dries clear. Try again. There we go. Good thing for glue. Ha! Ta-da! Okay, don't touch it. Now, I need my bling. Wink of Stella. And I just spread it all over. Just a little pop. Little sparkles. And that's it. Ta-da! Now, before you hit the subscribe button, underneath you'll see a text to Ann Birchard, one word, to the number 2282 to sign up for my emails. Sorry, to sign up for my newsletters once a month. I'm going to give you tips and tricks, techniques, and any specials that are going on. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this crafting experience with a civil engineer, and can't wait to see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.